Every time I look back on this road, you'll always be a part of who I am. Everything I've known, every seed of greatness you have sown. Through good and bad, your love has watched me grow. You teach me right from wrong, inspire me to be strong. You care in every way. In my heart, you will always stay. In this moment, let me say how I'm grateful every day. You are here to guide my way. When I'm lost beside me, stay. In this moment, let me say you turn my little into great. There's no fear, my dreams are awake with you. All that I can be means so much 'cause you believe in me. You show me how to live with dignity. When the lessons end, I can share with you just like a friend. Your loving smiles and frowns keep me safe. You teach me right from wrong, inspire me to be strong. You care in every way. In my heart, you will always stay. In this moment, let me say how I'm grateful every day. You are here to guide my way. When I'm lost beside me, stay. In this moment, let me say you turn my little into great. There's no fear, my dreams are awake with you. Stay. In this moment, let me say how I'm grateful every day. You are here to guide my way. When I'm lost beside me, stay. In this moment, let me say you turn my little into great. There's no fear, my dreams are awake with you. And I really want to say thank you.
Corina. Thank you, dear Corina, for excellent video. Our global executive and director, Global Elevation Network. Okay. Dear participant and dear all of our today's guest, we are very happy. This day is especially for us, and happy World Teachers Day. We have arranged some ceremony, some activities in our institution, in our workplace in Bangladesh, and this is time, this is evening time in our Bangladesh. We have arranged a session with our teachers, with our guests, and with our student for World Teachers Day. So just we are starting our today's webinar by speaking our honorable guest. Our honorable guest, Dr. Sharifuddin Ahmad Rana, is my respected mentor. He is president of World Talent Economic Forum and is CEO Global Talent Business Incubation and Research Center. He involved different types of activities, different innovating activities across the globe, and just we will hearing some valuable speech, some valuable talk from him. Dear Dr. Sharifuddin Rana, you can start. Please, dear sir, over to you.
Thank you, everyone. First, I would like to give thanks all of the teachers from around the world, and I appreciate all of your contribution for human resource development. And happy Teachers Day. This is very important day for all of us, those who contributing for human development. This is one of the threatening such issue happening around the world after the COVID. According to UNESCO, 250 million people, they are outside mainstream education system. Secondly, artificial intelligence already integrated with the industries. So we have to uplift our human resources as well as AI as the AI tutor, they also take place our professions. Thirdly, according to UNESCO, until 2030, we have a demand of 69 million teachers. In that particular situations, I believe that teacher has to be very much dynamic, creative, and they need thought-provoking leadership approach. As we are very close to Industry 5.0, I believe that our human resources has enough creativity and innovation ability to uplift our communities. But for that particular positions, especially for teachings, we need more subsidy from the government. We need more industrial engagement who can provide more funding, more opportunity for teachers, as well as academy has to be more strong and more contributory for human resource development. As I am from emerging economy, but I have a chance to work with Harvard University, MIT, and some research lab in Stanford universities. I know the difference in between the elite group of society and the emerging economy. I also helping the grassroots level people in Bangladesh and in South Asia. There is a huge gap in our education system. Beside that, in this education system, we have different type of strategy. Someone follows mainstream education system like English curriculums, English medium school. Someone follows the national curriculums, and some of the people they go for religious education or madrasa education system. But I believe as a teachers, we need one education system for everyone, because when a children come in the society, they discriminated by the education system. So this is our responsibility. We have to create influence in policy level, as well as we need more support from different countries' government, corporations, academy, as well as civil society to engage with this one education system policy. And finally, my major thoughts about artificial intelligence, about Industry 5.0, and climate change. climate change is a major challenge for everyone, and our people are getting affected by the climate change. AI creating more challenging situation for the next generations. Maybe after 2030s, we get AGI, Advanced General Intelligence. They will abolish or they will go for creating challenging environment for all of the human beings. That's why we need more preparations, we need more training program, we need more advocacy, and specifically we need more program like this. I want to share two of my initiative. One is Nikola Tesla Technologies, as I am a researcher as well as industrial researchers. Uh, you can see that with European Alliance of Innovations, I'm sharing this Nikola Tesla technology innovations with the emerging economy. And second things I want to share about my project, World Talent Economy Forum. From the World Talent Economy Forums, I actually bring millions of peoples from around the world, and more than 522,000 entrepreneurs, they support this initiative. I believe industrial education can bring more success. Industrial education policy can give more economical sustainability, and we have to minimize the gap in between developed nation and emerging economy. So I want to invite you all in the World Talent Economy Forum. I want to give special thanks to this uh, organizers, those who organized this beautiful event, especially all of the teachers. You are in a great and noble professions. You are creating future for the people. So your confidence, your contribution for the society will be valuable for our next generations. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for inviting me. Assalamu alaikum. Take care, everyone, and hopefully all of you will visit our beloved country, Bangladesh. Thank you. Bye bye, and take care.
Thank you so much, Dr. Sharifuddin from Bangladesh. It was our honor to have you with us today. And of course, we would like to visit Bangladesh in a day very soon, maybe. Who knows? But if you and Mr. Mohiuddin will give us an official invitation, why not? We can think about. Thank you once again for insightful messages and for your wishes for all the teachers. I do believe Teachers' Day is not a day which we have to celebrate only on 5th of October. Today in Romania, for example, we celebrate Educational Day, National Education Day. So we don't celebrate only the teachers, but everybody who is doing education, from mother, grandparents, father, and anyone across the children. And now it's my pleasure and my honor to have with us Professor Dr. Siham El-Kafafi, my beautiful friend from New Zealand. She's a director and business consultant, Arrows Research Consultancy Limited, and also she's our Gen Continental Director, Oceania Region. Professor Siham El-Kafafi is, of course, entrepreneur, thought leader, and adult educator specialist. She holds a PhD in environmental management, a master's in education, a master's of public administration, and Bachelor of English Literature with honor. Of course, it's our pleasure, Professor Dr. Siham El-Kafafi, to have you. Welcome and happy Teachers' Day.
My apologies, I was muted. Thank you very much, Karina, for your wonderful introduction. I'm humbled. It's always a pleasure to be with you all. Thanks a lot to Mahideen for organizing this wonderful event. A happy World Teachers Day. Thanks a lot for Dr. My apologies, our guest speaker, and for his insightful comments about where are we heading and what is happening in the world nowadays. It's a wonderful occasion, and I would like please to share with you my PowerPoint. So today I would like to talk to you please about the importance of empowering our teachers. As we all know, they are very important, and they are the ones who shape the youth. And so that's why I chose this topic, empowering educators, nurturing resilience for sustainable education. I will be talking briefly, giving after the introduction, about the importance of the World Teachers Day, the role of educators, the challenging that educators face, how to build resilience in educators, strengthening sustainability in education, empowering education through support system, and finally the conclusion. So as we all know, with all this landscape that we are encountering with teachers, they are considered the bedrock upon which our whole society and future is built on. They play a pivotal role, and their role is extremely important because they are imparting knowledge. They are also sharing all their experiences and capabilities in this complex world and assisting to build the youth. So today we're gathered here to celebrate that wonderful occasion and to also explore how is it possible to empower the educators, to nurture their resilience, and also to fortify them for a sustainable education purpose. We are facing a lot of challenges, like my previous speaker was mentioning, all the phases that we passed through the COVID pandemic, all the shifts with the AI, all the technological advancements, all these experiences that we're going through and the challenges. So we need to build resilience and strengthen all the environment to support our educators in their journey. So we need to aim not to just discuss the challenges, but we also need to find solutions, as it was also reiterated by my previous speaker. How can this happen? We need to inspire action. We need to foster support. We need to include the whole community and the whole society to support the educators in order to help them. And I will try to share with you some of the examples, and also look at how are we going to look for the future through empowering our educators who are inspiring the students for our aim of having a collective educational system that is sustainable and facing all the challenges that we are encountering these days. So why is it important to actually celebrate Teachers' Day? I believe it's extremely important to honor the educators and also to raise awareness about what is the role, what are they doing, because they are inspiring our next generations. Our future is through our youth. And these educators are the ones who are actually building this youth. Also, as human beings, we need to feel that we are being acknowledged. So also educators, we need to highlight their achievements. We need to empower them, and we also need to help the community to be engaged. So in other words, to have global solidarity. What is the role of educators? Educators play actually a huge, multifaceted and vital role. They are shaping the lives of individuals, and they are developing the whole society. So their responsibility has got a real extended influence outside the classroom. It impacts everybody, and there are key aspects and roles. So first and most important is that their knowledge, they are transferring their knowledge that they have accumulated through the years. And they are also providing mentorship to their students. Also, they are helping them to develop skills. They are building their characters. They are giving them the way, inspirations, motivations, working in front of them as role models, and they are trying to create an inclusive learning environment in order to engage them in life, in their communities. They also provide this community by engaging the parents, engaging other societies, and also they regularly provide feedback and assessment in order to demonstrate for the students where they at and where are they heading. So in other words, they are creating a lifelong journey for the students. Of course, we do have challenges. We face a lot of challenges that is impacting the quality of education and the ability to support our students to the best of our capabilities. So these challenges may differ from one country to the other, or from some certain region to the other, but the ones that I'm going to mention to you are actually faced their commonalities among different educators all over the world. And that can happen. We hear the word budget, lack of funds. So a lot of times there's lack of funds that actually impacts on our education system, which was also alluded to by my previous speaker. Also, in certain areas, depending on what are you teaching or what is the course, there is huge class sizes, which impacts in the retention and the understanding and accumulation of knowledge. Also, we have diversity in our classroom. We are small global world right now. It's like a little tiny village. So that diversity requires from the teachers extra efforts, extra time in order to provide different activities to cater for this diversity, for the different learning styles. Also, we confront as educators pressures for standardized tests. We here, for example, in New Zealand, we have the NZQA, which is the New Zealand Qualifications Authority. We have to follow certain requirements and standardizations, which also impacts when we are having auditing or checking on how we are performing. Also, the technological challenges that we're all experiencing nowadays. The minute you learn something new pops up. So we need to be up to date. And in order to be up to date, we need to have the funds. So it is a cycle, and every single factor in it is interconnected. There's also behavioral issues that result from those challenges that impacts the classrooms, and also the teachers burnout. We have to do a lot of admin work beside our teaching. Sometimes because of funding, again, there is lack of professional development, and sometimes there is the changes of the policies, the bureaucracies, and that impacts on the mental health and well-being of the teachers. And sometimes there is no adequate recognition and compensation. Here in New Zealand, a lot of times the teachers would stop the work and would say they want better pay raises. I think it's all over the world, those issues. So in order to deal with all these things, we need to start building resilience in educators. This is very crucial for their well-being and effectiveness in the classroom. So in order to help them to be more equipped in dealing with all these challenges. So there are few strategies that are possible to help the educators, for example, promote self-care, foster supportive communities within schools, within universities, within outside communities, provide professional development, encourage mindfulness and relaxations, perhaps giving them a certain time to practice it during working hours, to rejuvenate them, and be realistic in the expectations. As I mentioned earlier, all the admin work that is required on top of the teaching. And for us also universities, we have to do research also, and we have to have certain outcomes and deliverables at the end, promote positive thinking, cultivate a growth mindset, acknowledge and celebrate the achievement. I think that is not enough done also. Provide access to counseling and services. This happens in higher education a lot. I'm not sure about schools if they provide the same thing or not. Encourage healthy boundaries, promote flexibility, and cultivate a sense of purpose. The other thing is that we need to strengthen sustainability in education, and this is very crucial and essential to create positive and lasting impact on both the students and their environment and also the educators. There are a few strategies also there, like incorporating environmental education, promoting sustainable development goals, encouraging hands-on learning, implement green practices, foster critical thinking, collaboration with the communities, being responsible, focus on social equity, and student-led initiatives. Empowering educators through robust support system is also essential for their professional growth, job satisfaction, and the overall improvement of the education system. So these are some suggestions for empowerment. Again, professional development, it has been mentioned several times now. Mentoring and peer support is very crucial and important. Regular feedback and evaluation, emotional and mental health support, resources and classroom support. If we are going to look at all these things, and most of them is actually going around budget and providing these budget and providing the funding and acknowledging their achievements and providing opportunities for them. These are very important. So in conclusion, the future of education is actually very important to all of us. We need to look at the innovation, the technology, the evolving pedagogical approaches, and all these things that we need to deal with in order to transform and to change and provide a worldwide system that would nurture the educators, support the educators, and help them in order to be able to tackle the challenges, to grasp any opportunities that we have tomorrow, and to have a better future. I would like to share with you those two quotes. Be happy, teachers. You were born to be amazing. You were born to be a teacher, so be happy in your career. Students will only see your passion, and they will feel your love. So as a teacher, you are a leader. Use your knowledge to teach, your passion to change, and your example to inspire. Happy World Teachers' Day. Thank you very, very much for this opportunity, and God bless you all.
Thank you so much, my respected and dear and lovely friend. Yes, a teacher is a leader, of course. And by our leadership, we are growing our students. We are making them to be the leaders of tomorrow. Wonderful speech. Thank you so much. Because our moderator is still having some issues, I would like to play a short video where you can see the celebration of Teachers' Day in Afghanistan by Professor Ghulam Akili and his daughter, Setara Akili. Let me share with you. Yes, wonderful video. Johnny, are you with us? Hello.
Hello, good evening, everyone. Good morning.
And
This is
welcome.
Johnny from Indonesia. I'm sorry, I'm a bit late.
It's okay.
Hello. Okay. Thank you so much for having this moment. Yeah. The first, I would like to say, Happy Teachers' Day. Yeah, for all the teachers around the world. Yeah, and today we celebrate it because teachers have main important in your life. Okay. Thank you so much. Um. Okay. For the next speaker, I would like to ask, is Sir Laxman there?
Yes,
Hello.
yes, I'm here.
Okay.
Yes, I am
Thank
here.
you so much. Yeah. Okay. Good evening or good morning from here. Mr. Lakshman is he is master degree in humanities and social science with specialization in sociology. He is also master degree in education English with specialization in English. Current status and post, Global Education Network, Continental Director for Asia, board member of Global Education Network, mentor of Arizona State University, USA, and he is also principal of Sitala Secondary School, a public community government school in Kathmandu, Nepal. Okay, Mr. Mant, are you ready to present about
Yes,
your?
sure.
Okay,
Please,
time is
please.
yours now.
Thank you. Thank you, dear moderator. First of all, I like to wish a happy World Teachers' Day 2023. And then in the same time, I'm thinking about all those teachers of the world, and then those teachers who taught me from very early age. So especially I didn't have any words, and we didn't have any words for thanking them and thanking our teachers, because they have opened our third eye, and they made us able to observe this world. That's why I say so, because they are our everything, they are our light, they are our life, they are our eyes, and they are our inspiration. So again, I wish all the best for the teachers of the world. And today I like to share some issues regarding our country, Nepal, and most of the Asian countries. We have got this problem over there. And then in this Teachers' Day, I was thinking about this issue, and we have got this problem of being shortage the teachers in Nepal. And that's why I wanted to discuss about the topic. This one, teachers shortage in Nepal. Yes. Without delaying, I like to discuss about some of the topics which I saw and got and recognized while working in different places. And even now, as our moderator explained, I'm working as the principal and head teacher of one secondary school where I teach K to 12 students. And if we discuss about teacher shortage in our country, the first one or the first issue that I got is my screen visible over there?
Yes,
Yes,
sir. It's feasible.
go
Oh,
on.
good.
Yeah.
Because of my internet problem, I think there will be some problem over there. That's why I'm asking you. And then the first most important factor of this shortage of teachers in the world, and especially in my area, in my country, is that evaluation. That means teachers do hard work. They spend their time with students and doing different types of activities and work. But again, the parents, the teacher, the headmasters or head teachers, yes, they don't evaluate their work, and then they become so sad and unhappy, and they leave their job and they drop their job. That's why we have got the problem of this. That means shortage of the teachers, and that is one factor I have explained, that is evaluation. And the second one, And the second one I have given here, I think that is also visible with you. But again, I'm so sorry because there will be some technical problem with us because our internet problem is one of the most biggest problem for us. And the second one, I have discussed that one. I can discuss the second one. And then the second one is motivation. Oh, in this chapter, what do we have in our country is teachers are not motivated because of so many issues and causes. The first one is that we have got different types of what do we say, commissions. That means agencies who supply the teachers and armies, police, and public servants, and so on. And in the category of that types of commission, teacher service commission is thought as the or imagined as the lowest one. That's why they don't have motivation. If they have any job, they leave the profession of teaching and then they go somewhere else, wherever they like. Yes, that's why I got that idea that teachers don't have motivation. And then if we create the situation of motivation and the environment of motivation, only then we can sustain them and only then we can keep them in this profession. So the second one, in my opinion, will be the motivation. And then I like to discuss next one. Third one, after this second topic, I like to discuss the third one. In third one, let's see, that is leadership. In fact, according to our act, rules, regulations, there must be one leader, one principal, one headmaster, or one head teacher, or one chief in that academic institution. But what happens is leadership or the principal or the teachers are not friendly to other their staffs and other teachers. If that principal teacher or head teacher or that leadership is not friendly towards them, if he or she is not supporting them, again in that time they feel uneasy to work with him or within that organization or within that place. That's why we have got the problem or shortage of teachers in our country, and that will be the same all around the world. That's why, in my opinion, leadership is another main important topic or component or title about this one, which has got the problem of the shortage of the teachers. Okay, now if we discuss about this leadership, that is same in our country, whether this is in the Kathmandu city or in the remote areas. Yes. Now I like to discuss about the fourth one. The fourth topic I'm going to discuss over here, that is low pay. See, a driver is paid nearly 50 or 60,000 rupees per month. A driver who drives a vehicle, a car. Yes. And then a soldier or an army or any other people like policemen or farmer or any other workmen of the industries, they pay, they have much more salary than the teachers. That's why if they don't have any job, they work as the teacher. If they don't have any job, if they don't have any work, they work as the teacher over there. But if they get any other chances with high salary or high payment, then they leave the job. That's why there is being the scarcity of shortage of the teacher in especially poor countries like Nepal and so many other countries of the world. That's why I think low pay is another cause. That's why we are being unable to find good teachers over there. Okay, now I like to discuss about next one, next topic, next chapter. Yes, that is the lack of training. Especially teachers don't have enough or sufficient training. And if they don't have sufficient training, if they don't have training, in that time they will be unable to conduct their classes inside the classroom. They will have some problems or hurdles or barriers to conduct their classes or sessions. Not only that, there will be some other problems about management and so on. That's why if they have enough training, in that time they can enjoy their profession, their work, and so on. That's why training is under cause, or lack of the training is under cause in our country. That's why we are having the problem of shortage of the teachers. Yes. After that one, I like to discuss about next cause, and this one is also a root cause. A root cause, you can say one of the most important cause, that is retirement. What happens is The experienced teachers, the old teachers who have enough experience, knowledge, skill, and so on, after 20, 30, or 40 years, they get retirement. And in the same time, we need to enroll, or we need to employ, or we need to give the job for the new teachers. But again, what happens? New teachers may not have enough experience, they may not have enough skills because they have not had that types of experience of working. That's why retirement is another cause. So if we increase the age of retirement, then we can get more facilities, skill, attitude, environment, and so many other things with the senior teachers. That's why that will be one of the must and triggering issues. That's why we have got the shortage of the teachers in the country. So next one is workload. See, teachers need to do everything. They need to support or scaffold the students, teachers, fellow members, parents. They need to go through homework, classwork, project work. They need to check the answer sheets. They need to see or evaluate the students here and there. They need to be engaged in this committee or that committee, and they need to support the students. That's why they have got a huge and heavy workload. Because of this workload, they feel uneasy to work as the teachers, and sooner or later they leave the job, they abandon the job, and they try to find some other easy job. That's why we have got the problems or shortage of teachers in our country, Nepal. And next one is subject. See, I think this will be very new issue for many people of the world, because we are here from different parts of the world. That is subjects. What does this mean is, especially students don't like to study difficult subjects like mathematics, science, optional mathematics, and so on. That means from the school they study some easy other subjects from social science and so on. That means there will be the huge number of the teachers in those subjects. But if we try to see or try to find the teachers of mathematics or science, we don't find here. So we need to do advertisement or vacancy announcement again and again. In some cases, some schools have advertised 10 times, 12 times, 50 times. Again, they are being unable to find the subject teachers, especially in mathematics and science. That's why subjects is also one cause. They are being unable to find the teachers. So we have got the shortage of the teachers in our country, Nepal. That means they don't study that types of subjects like science and mathematics. And then there won't be the students in master's degree or PhD of that subject, science or mathematics. And then simultaneously, there won't be any teachers in those days. And next important cause is geography. See, I think you have seen so many pictures, images, or videos about our country, Nepal, because it is landlocked country, and we have got all the environment and climate of the world in our country, because we have got 8 highest mountains of the world among 10 in our country. See, not only that, we have got the warmest place of the world here in our country. That's why we have got all that types of geography. Some places are really inaccessible. We can't go there easily. That takes not only hours, that takes nearly 20, 30, 50 hours. Not only that, sometime you need to walk 7 days, 8 days to reach the destination, to reach the school or that remote place, a remote village. That's why geography is another cause that people don't like to go in remote places, teachers don't like to go in remote places, and we have got that types of inaccessible or difficult geography. That's why there is the shortage of teachers, especially in that place which is very far or remote or inaccessible. That's why geography is also another cause. We have got the problems of the teachers or shortage of the teachers. Okay, now next one is incentives. I think you know, but from the topic or title, we don't have any much more incentives. Just we get salary. We don't get any other allowances like breakfast, lunch, or telecommunication, or communication, or fuel, or magazine, and so on. That's why teachers don't have any other incentives, and they don't get any other facilities. That's why they don't like to be teacher. They don't like work in the school. That's why incentive is also another cause. We have got the shortage of the teachers. And then next one, I like to discuss the 11th issue or agenda, or that what do we say, bullet or point. I think am I audible? Is it okay if I go ahead?
Yes, yes, please.
Yes,
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Okay, yeah.
Next code is ICTC. Most of the teachers don't know how to use computers, how to use internet, how to use Google platforms, how to use YouTube, or how to create that types of things themselves. Not only creating, they don't know how to use them. That's the problem for teachers. So I think ICT is a good point. That is, what do we say? ICT is God or gift for us. But again, we are being unable to use, most of the teachers are being unable to use information communication technologies inside their classroom or inside their teaching learning activities. That's why they don't like to work in the schools, because they need to be familiar with this type of activity. They need to be updated of the world activities and so on. That's why ICT is gift. But again, that's being a hurdle for most of the teachers, because most of the teachers don't know how to use that types of tools in teaching learning activities. That's why that will be one cause, because I'm facing that types of problem over there. If I ask my teachers to use ICTs, if I ask them to use PowerPoint and other presentations, they don't know. Oh, sorry, sir, we don't know. I don't know how to do. When I give them some training, again, they go away. And that's same for me. Yes, because I don't like to learn so many things. If my life is going easily, then why do I do hard work? Sometimes that type of attitude also works over there. And then last one, not the least, in my opinion, this one will be also main or another cornerstone, that is development and migration. Most of the parts of the country, they villages or remote places are not developed. So people try to find the facilities of drinking water, irrigation, education, health facilities, and so on. That's why they migrate from one place to next. And they migrate from our country to Europe, America, and some other developed countries. That's why what happens, the students or the person or the people who are educated, they go in that place, they go in that cities, they go in that developed countries. That's why there will be brain drainage, and educated people won't be in our place. They don't like to be in the villages. That's why development and migration is also one cause. That's why we have got a shortage of the teachers. In this auspicious day of World Teachers Day, I wish all the people of the world to work together and to fight together and to omit all those hurdles and problems, and to have great profession, great job, because this is not only job, this is not only work, this is the profession through which we can change our civilization and so on. So I think we need to work together, and if we work together, we can win together. Finally, I wish happy World Teachers Day 2023. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Sir Lakshman, for your presentation about teachers. And I mean that the same, like not only from your country, we are here the same problem with all this if situation. Yeah, I got from your point that teachers need to be more available in ICT, computer, and then even though, but I suggest that we are teachers here, even though we get low payment, but our patient as a teacher, we need to work hard. We don't have to think that all, because we love kids. Okay. The next I invite the next speaker for tonight. We go to the next one. We go to Poland. Is Miss Edita there? Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Okay.
It's
Are you
great
ready?
to join you. Yeah,
Okay, good.
absolutely. I'm ready.
Okay, thank you so much. Now I'm let me introduce for a while for about yourself. Okay. Miss Edita is from Poland. Yeah. She is Master
Yes.
Special Education and a graduate of the Institute of English Philology at Maria Curie, Scott University in Dublin or Lublin?
Lublin.
Lublin, right. And currently she is headmaster of primary school and as a lecturer at the Vincent Paul University in Lublin. And she also become as DAS 2016 English language teacher. And the other one I got from here, that's a really amazing position. She was awarded the Global Teacher Award 2021. Oh, give big applause for Miss Edita. Nice.
Thank you so much.
Okay, now I give a time to present about your presentation. Time is yours, Miss Edita.
Thank you very much. Can I share my presentation?
Okay, go.
I cannot see.
Huh? Maybe the operator
Actually,
will help you to share the screen.
I
Is it
cannot
available now?
share.
No.
You can share a screen. I think you can share a screen. You are host.
No, I cannot.
No.
Editor, there is one green
Yeah,
button,
that's
yes, with
right.
share screen.
Okay, of course. Yes, it was hidden. Okay, can you see the
Now it
presentation?
works.
Excellent.
Yes. Yeah,
Today
I can see
is the
that.
Global Teacher Days, World Teachers Day, and I'm so extremely happy I can join you, super extra fantastic educators all over the world. And what is very important, every day we have to repeat our common aim that education, good education, is something that connects all of us. It doesn't matter where we live, it doesn't matter. Good education is our common aim, but still, there are some problems. We can call it a global crisis in education, but it isn't the matter of what we want to focus on. The most important thing is discuss about teacher well-being, because we have to motivate ourselves, we have to discuss exactly what we can do about education to take the challenge. Today it was already talked about, we already talked about some problems, some areas that should be improved, and we discussed that those areas again are very common all over the world. Teachers don't always have all the tools at hand to succeed in the classroom, but still they do their best. In remote and rural areas, conditions are getting worse and worse, and we cope with big classes, big groups, but still we do it. The requirements don't match salary. Everybody wants to have very educated teachers. We always have to do any courses. We always have to improve our skills and abilities. Okay, but we aren't paid enough all over the world. But still, we really do it. What does it mean? I'm going to tell you for the first time this thing, that we have the best job ever. Even if the woman in supermarket, she earns much more money than I as a teacher, I understand this. I don't like this, but still I understand this. But it is my students who keep smiling to me, who invite me every day. Hello, Miss Edita. Can you imagine such customers in supermarket? No, they always complain. Our job, our profession, being a teacher, is the best job ever. But still, it is we who have to discuss very important things. What can be done? What should be done? What action is needed to reduce the teacher gaps, to reduce the crisis in education all over the world. So one of the very important things is to improve the status and social standing of the teaching profession. We have to talk about this as something really great. Can you imagine that it is we who are really responsible for future engineers, for future doctors, future astronauts. We really don't know who our students are going to be in the future, but it is we, teachers, who are responsible for future jobs of our small kids, of our teenagers. That's why we have to be aware of our responsibilities. Another point is to formulate and implement teacher policies that calculate and cost the needs for expansion of the teaching workforce and progressively integrate contract teachers into the public civil service, while also improving contractual conditions. So we have to fight. We cannot give up because of being too tired to fight for our rights, for teacher policy. We have to, one of the action that should be taken, it is improving financing for teachers. Actually, I really feel that nobody cares about the teachers. We are left alone. For example, pandemic time, it was we who had to gain new abilities, how to connect remotely with our students. At least in my country, in Poland, we weren't supported. We had to do on our own. And I am proud I really did it. And I am proud of the teachers who really did it, because we are really great group of educators. It should be ensured teacher salaries that they are competitive to those of other professions. And I don't know how it looks like in other countries, but it is very sad situations that in Poland, teacher is very educated, is very qualified, completed a lot of courses, and everything he or she earns isn't enough to live within 1 month. So many teachers had to work, had to get another job. And for example, after working at school, they go to the restaurants to work as a waiters, to go as a cleaners, to earn more money, to pay all the bills, to buy food. It is very sad situation, but it really happens. A lot of teachers have to do at least 2 jobs to have enough money to survive from 1 month to another month. We have to fight to promote gender equality in the teaching profession and address gender biases at the different education levels. And we have to develop more flexible qualifications and accreditation processes which allow multiple entry points to attract additional candidates. And you know, it is another very sad situation that there are less and less young teachers in Poland. Young people don't want to work at school. Why? Because they don't want to work in such different situation, because everybody knows we aren't appreciated at all. So what can be done? Every day I wake up and I think what I can do to be even more inspiring teacher for my students. It is very important for me, because if I am inspiring for my students, I can demand on them even more, and we can cooperate even more. We can do together a lot of great things. We meet on Minecraft fields. Can you imagine a woman working in a supermarket or on a restaurant to have such many great things, time spent with young people? If I work with my students, I really feel really young. I've got a great imaginations because thanks to my students. That's why it is the best job ever. But we have to fight for respect for our job, because we are losing the best educators A lot of great educators are leaving, are resigning, working at school, and they change the job because they want to, everybody needs respect, everybody needs support, and it is something we are lack of in education. So we have to discuss about such things aloud to get these important things in education all over the world. And to summarize our thing, all we have, it is a role to play. We've got a role, a great role to play as educators, as teachers, whether through policy changes, community support, or simply by expressing our gratitude and respect. Firstly, we have to start from ourselves. We have to respect ourselves and then each other. Then when the world when outside see we respect ourselves and each other, they start respecting us. Every day is an opportunity to prioritize education and ensure that our teachers are equipped to inspire the next young generations, to produce great doctors, engineers, artists. Together we can rise education to its highest level ever, paving the way for a brighter and more prosperous future for all. And now I would like to say big thank you so much for this important meeting, because especially on this day, World Teachers Day, to discuss about very important things. And I really ask all of us to respect each other, to support each other, because we teachers have to support each other. And my dream is every day when I come to my job, I dream about making my school as a theater where everything good might happen. And super extra fantastic is to be part of global education, because I can get a great positive energy. It is great that there are still teachers who want to do something. It is very important. Together we can do even more, and everything that is good starts with us. Education is my passion. Thank you very much.
Wow, wonderful. Education is my passion, our passion. Really splendid. Miss Edita, that's a great presentation. As I get good quotes from yours. Together we can do more. Great. Me from Indonesia, our other friends from other countries like India, Nepal, Russia, Poland, New Zealand, we all together, we have to work together. We can do more for our students. Thank you so much. Great presentation. Give big applause for, please give reaction by heart reaction to our presenter, Miss Edita. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Wow, amazing. Okay, that's great. This night presentation. Now we move to the next presenter. We have guest also tonight from Russia. Is Miss Ivanova there? Sorry. Am I yeah? Hello. Sorry. Dr. Gupta. Sorry, Dr. Gupta, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here only.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, thank you so much for joining. Let me read a little bit about your bio. Yeah, that's okay. Dr. Naval Gupta is a distinguished computer science educator, and he is also award from the Indian Ministry of Education in National ICT, yeah, like Mr. Laxman said before, the teachers must be master or good in information communication technology, yeah, ICT, and also Dr. Navin Gupta, so as a curriculum developer for prestigious institution, and he is also one of a global impact on teacher training and student achievement. And he is a good leadership and patient for innovation and rich education worldwide. So, Mr. Dr. Navin Gupta, I give you the floor. Time is yours.
Thank you so much for happy words teacher day to everyone.
Okay.
And I'm a part of Global Education Network since the inception. So it's always good to speak on different aspects of education. So today we are going to discuss about the teacher we need for the education we want, the global imperative to reverse the teacher shortage. So education is a cornerstone of progress and development in any society. It has proven to transform lives, break and the cycles of the poverty, and empower individuals to reach their full potential. But to teach, to provide a quality education, we need exceptional teachers. Unfortunately, across the globe, we are facing critical challenge, a shortage of qualified educators. So that's not in India, that's everywhere. Because these days, we are getting accidental teachers. We are not getting passionful teachers who really want to become a teacher. So that's the reason that this profession is going down and down. This shortage is not limited to one region or one country. It is a global issue. It affects both developed and developing nations. The consequences of this shortage are far-reaching, impacting the quality of education, limiting opportunity for our youth, and hindering our ability to address pressing global challenges. So why this is shortage occurring? There are several factors. Let's discuss about this. The first, the demand on teacher have grown immensely. They are not just educator, they are mentor, counselor, and often the primary source of support for the student. The weight of this responsibility can be overwhelming. Second, the teacher profession often faces inadequate compensation and recognition. This deter the talented individual from pursuing teaching careers and level to high turnover rates. Third, we must acknowledge that the educational landscape is evolving. Technological advancement, and changing pedagogical method require teachers to adapt continuously. This creates a demand for ongoing professional development that is not always readily available. So what we can do to address this global imperative and reverse the teacher shortage? First, we need to invest in teachers. And this means offering competitive salary, comprehensive training, and ongoing support. When we value and support the educator, we attract and retain the best talent. That's the future of the globe. Second, we must encourage young people to consider teaching as a noble and rewarding profession. Scholarship, incentives, and the campaigning, the highlights, and the importance of teaching can help attract the next generation of educators. Third, we should embrace the technology as a tool to assist teachers, not to replace them. Online resources, virtual classrooms, and educational apps can enhance the teaching experience, but reach undeserved areas. Lastly, collaboration is the key, as we do always. Government, educational institution, communities must work together to develop an effective strategy for addressing the teacher shortage. Partnership with the non-profit businesses, international organization can also provide much needed resources. So in conclusion, I'll say addressing the global teacher shortage is not just a matter of education. It is a matter of human development and a progress. It's about ensuring that every child, regardless where they're born, have access to the quality education. It is about the empowering our teachers to be the best change maker they are meant to be. Let's commit ourselves to this imperative to provide the teachers we need for the education, and we want. In doing so, we will be investing in the brighter future of generations to come. So thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for listening me patiently. So it was very crisp. So I have taken all the issues which are at the global challenges. Thank you, everyone.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Navan Gupta from India. I'm sorry, I just was wrong. Supposed that were from Russia, but so sorry. Thank you so much for your great presentation. Every child born with yeah, we as teacher give them as good education. Yeah. So for me, I really appreciate about your presentation. You give great presentation to build up as teachers around the world to bring our students in a good future. Thank you so much. Give big applause by reaction, heart reaction to Mr. Navan Gupta. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Great. Okay, great. We go next to the, oh yes, we go for the next presenter. We invite Miss Ivanova. Are you there? Hello. Nadeja?
Yes, I'm here, right.
Thank you so much. I'm so blessed to meet you again. Since the pandemic, we ever met on the Zoom, and now that's really happy for me because this night you're also here to join us. Thank you for joining us, and yeah, I have to check about
Hello,
your.
dear friends. Good
Yes.
morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on the place where you are. So I'm so happy to be here among the colleagues and the fellow teachers from the Global Education Network, and among my peers who teach at school. And I wish you all a happy World Teachers Day. And today I'm not going to talk on serious issues. I will make my speech brief and motivating. So just a second, I will switch on yes, I'm sharing the screen. So in Russia this year was proclaimed to be the year of teacher tutors. And all of us know that tutors or mentors are to support especially young teachers at school, help them be motivated, empower them, and developing their resilience. So, and whenever I work with young students, student teachers or teachers, I often try to motivate them to find some inspirational words to make them more willing to work at school. And today I will start with, I'm not going to motivate you, experienced teachers, but maybe there are some young teachers suffering from different problems, facing some problems, and maybe some of my words will drive them to be more efficient, to be more resilient at school. So one of my favorite quotations is by Henry Adams. A teacher affects eternity. She or he can never tell where her or his influence stops. So, and I really believe that us teachers are very influential people because we influence different generations of citizens of our country. And many of the political and economical trends of our country depends on us teachers being inspired, educated, and inspiring. Now, and when I was on a visit in an American school, I was inspired by a poem by Marsha Ellen Wright. It was called Teacher's Prayer. So I will read this here. So it is maybe not serious, but still it is not really a prayer maybe, but still it teaches us to be patient, tolerant, and so on. Help me be grateful for the students who like to learn and feel challenged by those who don't. Be thankful for the students I love and understand those I'm learning to love. Help me be motivated by the students who learn to think and be committed by those afraid to try. Help me be inspired by the students who choose right over wrong and be patient with those who make mistakes. Help me be gentle by the students who make mistakes and learn to forgive a difficult child. Help me be wise with the students building character and be unwavering with those without conscience. Help me be committed to students who are responsible, be persistent with those who value nothing. Help me be calm in the midst of violence and more in the midst of anger. Be faithful in the days of discouragement and be dedicated to make one child smile. Yes, even if a teacher makes one child smile, it deserves so nothing is in vain. So our work as a teacher is important if we make students smile. And here is one more trick to motivate educators in a funny way. So every teacher is a kind of a director. He or she writes classroom scenarios to make lessons interesting, inspiring, involving. And here is a recipe for managing a classroom and motivating students. Add one enthusiastic, caring professional educator and mix with 20 to 30 students of assorted flavors. Stir in many interesting and exciting activities for spice and fold in several involved parents for variety. Sprinkle the mixture with a heaping tablespoon of humor and blend in just a pinch of sparkle to enhance the flavor. Simmer for 9 months and the most delicious concoction will emerge. Healthy, happy children who have enjoyed learning and a satisfied, successful teacher. So today, on the World Teachers' Day, many students in my school wished me to love my job, to be happy with my job, and they wished me happy and well-behaving students. So that really makes us satisfied when students behave and when they are focused on learning. So I wish all of you, dear friends, Happy Teachers' Day. And the previous spokesman mentioned that technologies are good, and Nadezhda Ivanova, myself, is a technological fan, maybe a geek, but I know that technology is just a tool. In terms of getting the kids working together and motivating them, the teacher is the most important. Us are very important. So I wish all of you a very happy Teachers' Day. Thank you, dear friends. Thank you for having me. Thank you for staying together.
Okay, thank you so much, Ms. Ivanova from Russia. That's a great presentation. And then I got from point of view, as teacher, we should make one child smile. We know that child or student from different characters of their parents. So as teacher, wherever we are, let them come to meet us before the class. We let them to be happy, to be enjoyed, and then they will get the lesson from us with a happy smile. Good job. Thank you, Ms. Ivanova, for your presentation. Great. Okay, now we move to the next speaker. Yeah, we move to Mr. Let's check my notes first. Sorry. Yeah, now we go to Portugal. Yeah. Is Mr. Louis there?
Yes, I'm here. Greetings.
Okay, good. Thank you so much, Mr. Okay, let me read a little bit about your biodata. Yeah, Mr. Louis. Are you in the morning there or evening?
It's afternoon, my friend.
Oh, yeah, afternoon. Oh, here is evening. Okay. Mr. Louis, holds a PhD in modern language and literatures in the specialty of comparative literature from the Faculty of Letters of the University of Coimbra, Portugal. And he was Dean of School of Education and Social Science of the Polytechnic Institute of Porto Alegre, Portugal, between 2010 to 2018. And he is also a Deputy Director of the Mater in Media. I'm so blessed. We are so happy to have you this night. And we give you the floor, Mr. Louis. Time is yours.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It's a great pleasure indeed to be here today with you, esteemed friends, celebrating World Teachers' Day, a day that highlights the need to have good teachers, quality teachers, education for all, namely because teachers can be role models, can be inspirations, can be the true connection between hearts, knowledge, and minds that can define the future of us. I would like to share some thoughts about this day, about the importance of this day, and about how this day is addressed by several entities and organizations like UNESCO. So, my dear friends, World Teachers' Day is, of course, held annually on 5th October to celebrate all teachers around the globe. And it commemorates the anniversary of the adoption of the 1966 ILO UNESCO recommendation, the status of teachers, which sets benchmarks regarding the rights and responsibilities of teachers and standards for their initial preparation and further education, recruitment, employment, and teaching and learning conditions. The recommendation concerning the status of higher education teaching personnel was adopted in 1997 to complement the 1966 recommendation by covering teaching personnel in higher education. So World Teachers' Day has been celebrated since 1994. It is a day to celebrate how teachers are transforming education, but also to reflect on the support they need to fully deploy their talent and vocation and to rethink the way ahead for the profession globally. The joint message from Mrs. Audrey Azoulay, Director General of UNESCO, Mr. Gilbert F. Honeyball, Director General, International Labour Organization, Mrs. Catherine Russell, Executive Director from UNICEF, Mr. David Edwards, General Secretary, Education International for World Teachers' Day, on October 2022 states, we call upon countries to ensure that teaching is transformed everywhere into a more attractive and valorized profession where teachers are valued, trusted, and adequately supported to meet the needs of every learner. Bold actions must be taken if we are to reverse the current decline and successfully increase teacher numbers. As we all know, my friends, the COVID-19 pandemic has created the largest disruption to education in history, and prolonged school closures could further entrench inequalities in access to learning. So the UN Secretary General said, underlining the need for bold steps to address this crisis, that education could not stop. Describing education as the key to personal development and the future of societies, Antonio Guterres issued recommendations to get children back into the classroom in a policy brief launched alongside a new global campaign called save our future. So as the world faces unsustainable levels of inequality, we need education, the great equalizer, more than ever, he said in a video message. We must take bold steps now to create inclusive, resilient, quality education systems fit for the future. Education budgets need to be protected and increased, he said. And it is critical that education is at the heart of international solidarity efforts, from debt management to stimulus packages to global humanitarian appeals and official development assistance. Education initiatives must also seek to reach those at the greatest risk of being left behind, to be contained. They also should be sensitive to the specific challenges faced by girls and boys, women and men, while also addressing the digital divide. For his final recommendation, the UN chief highlighted what he sees as the generational opportunity to deliver quality education for all children in line with the Sustainable Development Goals. The 17 goals which world leaders adopted provide a pathway to a more sustainable future that benefits both people and the planet. So to achieve this, and I quote, we need investment in digital literacy and infrastructure, an evolution towards learning how to learn, a juvenilization of lifelong learning, and strengthened links between formal and non-formal education. And we need to draw on flexible delivery methods, digital technologies, and modernized curricula, while ensuring sustained support for teachers and communities, said Mr. Guterres. So let us not forget, my dear friends, esteemed colleagues, esteemed teachers, education is the most powerful weapon which you can use, we can use to change the world. Thank you, my dear friends, and happy Teachers' Day for us all.
Thank you so much, Dr. Lewis, for great presentations. As teachers, yeah, we need to learn more how to do the digitalize. And as you told that, education is the powerful weapon. So as the teachers around the globe, we need to fulfill ourselves with powerful energy to teach our students. Great job. Give big applause for Mr. Lois. Okay, next we move to the next speaker. We invite, hello, is Miss Setara there? Hello, Miss Setara Akil, are you there? Hello, Miss Setara Akil, are you here with us? Okay, great. Thank you so much. Okay, yeah. Are you ready to present now? Miss Setara Akil, she is from Afghanistan. Yeah. She is the voice of students. Yeah. And she is also the vice president of Global Student Network. Yeah. So we will give you time to present now. Time is yours, Miss Setara. Hello, Miss Setara.
Just a moment, please.
Okay, sorry. Thank you so much. Sorry.
Hello, good evening. Can you hear me?
Good
Yeah.
evening.
Can you speak a little bit louder?
You're audible.
Okay, go. Nice.
Okay, thank you. Hello and a warm hello to all of you, dear teachers, educators, and students, all the participants that you are here. Welcome to today's programs. I am Sitara Khalil from Afghanistan, and I am one of Khan Private High School students, and also I am the Global Student Network Vice President. Today, I'm so happy that I'm here and I can tell to the best teachers that they are here, I can tell them that happy Teacher Day to all of you. It's my honor that I'm here as a speaker today and I can tell you congratulations your day or happy your day. Today it is 5th of October and it is known in the world as World Teachers Day, the day that we can celebrate the respected creature by and human by the name of teachers. We all know that today world improved too much and the scientists discovered so many solutions for the problems that humans have. The scientists invented so many materials that we can get help from them to solve our problems and find a solution for our problems. It is all the power of a teacher that teach the students. I think everything that we have in today's world, it is the power of the teachers that helps the students and lead the students. As the speaker said here, teachers are leaders. We can say truly that teachers are leaders, and the teachers that they lead the students in the way that they can change the world, they are the champions. We have many ways to celebrate the Teacher Day in the world. For example, in Afghanistan, we celebrate the Teacher Day. Today, all the students and teachers in our school big hall, they come together and celebrate the Teacher Day by performing chants, songs, articles, topics, and also declamation of the poems. They celebrate the Teacher Day. After that, the students designed their classes by flowers, balloons, and butterflies. They designed their classes so beautifully, and the teachers, all of them, go to every class and celebrate their days with their students. The Teacher Day is a memorable day and also the important day in the school, the Afghanistan schools. They are so important for all of us, for students and teachers. But I prepared a topic. Why should we celebrate the Teacher Day, and what's the reason that we should celebrate Teachers Day? As I said, when today everything that we have them because of the intelligence and the leadership of teachers in this world. If we can live on the earth, it is because of the education and knowledge of teachers. And if we are healthy, it is the power of teachers' knowledge and education. The good leaders are the good teachers. I'm gonna tell you the story of myself to you. When I started school in grade 1 or grade 1st, I had a teacher in a governmental school. We didn't have any good materials to study, but our teachers were not also so educated. And also, she was really interesting to punish the students because on that time the situation was not very good. She had a big wood that punished the students, and I know many of my classmates from that class that they left the school because of that habit or that treatment of the teacher. And fortunately, I moved to Ghazni, and there I find a teacher by the name of Farzana Qasimi that she is in Germany right now. She had the opposite method. When a student was making a good activity in the class, she was appreciating, and the students that they didn't have homework and they didn't study, they were appreciating from her side as well. She told them that you can be the doctors, you can be the future makers, and you can change in this country. Because of that, they had changed. They improved and also they studied their lesson by a good passion, and they are the best students today. The mean of my mean was that, or my goal from saying this story was that teachers that encourage students to learn education are the good leaders. But the teachers that they punish the students, they demotivate the students to make a change in the world. In this program, all of you said many beautiful things, and I learned so many lessons from your presentations that you gave us today. It was a big program, and I really enjoyed. We should be thankful of our teachers and thankful of every teacher that we saw in our country.
Thank you, Akil, for your one of the student for tonight to yeah. Hello, Satara Akila, can you hear me?
Yeah, sorry, I lost my connection. And I'm here to congratulate and say
Okay, go ahead.
happy World Teacher Day by uh, to represent from the Global Student Network for all of the teachers that you are here. Happy your day, and I wish the students that you have make change in the world. Your position and your responsibility is the highest responsibility in the world. I wish you could have the best result that you want. I know that you have big dreams in your mind for your students and for your countries. I wish all of you be successful to achieving your goals and your dreams. Thank you for your nice attention.
Okay, thank you so much for Sitara Akili from Afghanistan. You were represented student around the world. Yeah, I really proud of you when you thought that in your country, in your class, you celebrate the Teachers' Day. You go around to class and to celebrate uh, the Teachers' Day with the teacher, with the loan and some kind. How really proud of you because I'm also a teacher here with a student like you, and they do the same in my country. Good job. Give big applause for our lovely student tonight, Miss our lovely student Satara Akili from Afghanistan. Good job. Thank you so much. Okay, we move next to the next speaker. Yeah, um, from Zimbabwe. Um, is Mr. Tapenda there? Hello.
Thank
Hello.
you. Thank you.
Okay,
Yes,
good.
Samia.
Okay, okay. Yeah, you,
Okay.
Mr. Tendera is president of GSN from Zimbabwe. Time is yours.
Thank you so much, our dear moderator. I would like to start. Sorry for today. I won't be able to share my. I won't be able to open my camera due to low network, but it won't stop me from delivering my speech today. So I would like to start my speech in salutation of all respected teachers here present with us, all of those who are watching us via our all online platforms. Salutation, beloved teachers. We wish you a very happy World Teachers Day. Today we come together with immense joy and gratitude to celebrate a day that holds a, that holds a special place in our hearts for every one of us here, and at some point of time in life we are all products of teachers. I wanted to go with today's theme, which is the teachers we need for the education we want. But today, on this very day, I would like to just celebrate and encourage our teachers. They truly deserve this very much appreciation and very special recognition, because what could be of the world if it weren't for these teachers? Yes, they have been the very backbone of our societies, institutions, economies, industries, businesses, families, you name it. They are indeed a naive center that make everyday life move. We have been who we are today because of them. If it is a successful profession you and I have today, it is because of a great teacher behind. Teachers surely have been the supporting pillars for every student. They are our guiding figures. They are our role models whom we look up to and still look up to, because they have taught us so much and so many valuable lessons. Life skills, communication skills, critical thinking skills, relational intelligence. The list goes on. The list is endless. Today, we are innovative, knowledgeable, and playing a part in our societies and bringing change to our nations, to our neighbors, to our friends, to our families, to the teachers, to the school. It is not a lie, ladies and gentlemen, that teachers play a major role in shaping the future of the students and helping us become successful in our respected careers. Today, on this very day, I choose not to become an educator, a leader, a teacher for this moment, just for this moment, but to be a student and take time to appreciate our teachers. It is a day full of excitement and gratitude. Teachers, we thank you for motivating us to pursue and to achieve our dreams, for making us better personalities. Today, we take a moment to recognize the light of the knowledge you bring in each and every school, the time, the attention, the patience you give to students. We know it has never been easy. Through all odds, through all challenges, you keep on impacting us and teaching us the knowledge and the values you give. The world has changed a lot, but one thing for sure is not. Teachers still remain the backbone for our society. Your influence indeed goes beyond the classroom, to counseling students, to mentoring students, and to teachers to how to use and apply the knowledge in life. Words would fail me, time would fail me, but one thing for sure that I have said throughout in my speech is that teachers are the backbone of every society, nation, and the world at large. They give children purpose, set them up for success as citizens of our world, and inspire in them a drive to succeed in life. as quoted from one of the very most famous writers, the children of today are the leaders of tomorrow, and teachers are the critical point that makes a child's life, a child make it in the future. By this speech, dear teachers, may you be inspired, ignited, motivated to more years of teaching and transforming students' life and taking education to greater levels to meet the needs of today's students and the challenges that lay ahead. Happy Teachers' Day to all teachers present and to all those who are watching us. With this, I thank you.
Wow, splendid. This is Tatenda Mofuya. Like we are all here watching you are in a real life, like President Obama. Yeah, Obama. That's a really straight to the point about your speech. Yeah, you talk that teaches us a valuable lessons and as a role models in our life. That's really great. You have done well. I do hope that we all here keep bringing our students in uh, a good life in the okay. Great job. Give big applause for Tatiana Mofu from Zimbabwe. Okay. Then next we move for our beautiful lady from Mexico. Yeah, beautiful lady from Mexico. Very good. Let's we invite Dr. Rita Aguilar. Are you there, Doctor? Oh, great.
Yes,
¿Cómo
I'm here.
está? ¿Cómo está?
Muy bien, gracias. Buenos días.
Oh, buenos días. Okay, gracias. Thank you. I'll read a little bit about your bio. That's it. Yeah. Dr. Rita is from Mexico. She holds PhD in education. Yeah, and she is also continent director, North American Global Education Network, and she is also an international peace ambassador and as a global educator. Right, you have so many achievements in life. So blessed to have you in this night, and we will give you time to deliver your speech. Time is yours, Dr. Rita.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for your Spanish. Very great welcoming and introduction. Yes. I understood that perfectly. Yes. Thank you all. Thank you, GEN. Thank you. You celebrate World Teachers Day. And I am so happy to be here. And I would like to present, let me see, here we go. Something very short, but is done with my heart. And I would like to share on this day, part of my teaching experience with this presentation. This presentation, well, they already introduced me, so I'm going to skip this. Yes, with this presentation that will talk about the characteristics of a great innovating teacher. And it is mixed with my experience. So I hope you enjoy it, and I will begin my presentation. Teachers can change lives with just the right mix of chalk and challenges. Well, now it's not just chalk because we don't really use those blackboards, which I really miss, those green boards or blackboards, because it was just such a great experience to come out of the class with my hands full of chalk, those white hands, and erasing and having students try to participate with on the blackboard or the green board. Now it's not a mix of chalk, it's a mix of technologies, a mix of a whiteboard, of markers, a mix of a lot of activities, and of course, everyday challenges. What is the general statement about a teacher? What is a teacher? What is an educator? Well, a teacher is more than an instructor. They are a guiding light on the path of knowledge. A teacher's influence extends far beyond the classroom, shaping minds, nurturing potential, and fostering the growth of individuals. They are mentors, motivators, and role models, instilling not only subject matter, expertise, but also life skills, values, and a thirst of lifelong learning. That is why, as I have continued with this presentation, we have some pictures of myself sharing different experiences with my students. Because that is what a teacher is. That is what an educator is. A teacher's dedication and passion are the cornerstones of education, and their commitment to the betterment of their students and society at large is unparalleled. Today, we celebrate the profound impact of teachers and explore the qualities that make them truly exceptional. Those are my great moments with my students. What are the characteristics of a good and innovating teacher? Of course, we need a lot more. These are just some good characteristics. Passion for teaching. We really need to show that we love education, that we love teaching. We have to demonstrate that passion. When we work with passion, as they say, we are not working at all. It's part of our life. And passion goes with fun, with creativity, with lifestyle. So when we teach, showing our passion, our students study with passion. These are some parts of my passionate educating. Adaptability. We need, as teachers, as educators, be able to adapt in different situations. As you can see here in this picture, well, we were in a classroom. We had to go in a garden and teach because the school was closed. So then we had to find some other place to go and teach, to go and share our knowledge, to go and learn from our students and from myself. So we need to adapt. We need to adapt in the situations. We have been adapting ourselves in these situations, as we see here that we had to adapt ourselves to this new world. And if we weren't able to adapt ourselves, we wouldn't have been the fortune to be here with you, because right now here in Mexico it's morning, and I know that with you and on the other side of the ocean, it's almost night, right?
Yes,
And
of course,
yes. And in Portugal, Mr. Cardoso, well, he's in the afternoon. He's in plain afternoon. So I know that some of you are already trying to go to sleep. And here in Mexico, we woke up very early to be here celebrating Teachers' Day with all of you.
Yes, great.
Empathy. We need to have empathy with our classes, with our students, with the society, with government, with everybody. We need to have empathy. As you can see here, I have empathy with my students because I'm also part of their family. Yes, and I have been part of their family in face-to-face classes, and also when we have virtual classes. We have to have empathy with the environment, with our whole world, with the planet. Strong communication. We need strong communication. If we don't know how to communicate with our students, with our parents, with our society, with the Board of Education, with our partners, our teacher partners, it will be hard to have a good education. Remember that our education is not for our classes, it's not for our classrooms, it's not to stay in a closed room or virtual classes. It is, our education has to go farther beyond. It has to go all the way to the society. A good student has to show his knowledge in the society, in his workplace, in his home, in the streets, on the streets. He has to show it every place. So we need strong communication. Creativity. If we're not creative, well, it's going to be difficult to be a good innovative teacher. We need to show that we are able to make a small place a big place, a fun place. Yes, we need to show our students that they could also be creative, that we could create and we be creative in any place, in any subject that we teach, in any level. As you could see in my pictures, I teach post-grade students. My students are already teachers. They are studying their doctorate or master's degree in education. So I have a bigger responsibility because I am teaching the people that are going to continue teaching other levels, children, adults, young adults. I have different types of teachers. So I have to be more creative with them so that they could also share their creativity with their students. See, I make them be creative. Lifelong learning. That is why we are here. We are learning. We continue developing our professional skills. We need to be a lifelong learning. We need to continue every single day learning. We cannot stay back and be those traditional teachers. We need to have new skills. We need to know what is happening all around the world. Yes. And that is the way we share. And here are some very small, very little part of my diplomas. Yes, because I am a lifelong learning. I am a passionate of education. And that's why I continue learning. And I try to make my students also continue learning. Flexibility. A teacher needs to be flexible. A good teacher, an innovating teacher has to be flexible because we have different types of students. We don't have the same types. They are not, as we say in Mexico, cut by the same scissor. They have different necessities. They have different learning skills. They have different situations in life. So that is why we need to have flexibility. We need to be flexible with our school, with our workplace, with our students, with our parents, with our partners. That does not mean that we're going to do everything that they want, but we have to be flexible, thinking of what better education will be. A good innovative teacher has to have a student-centered approach. Needs to know how to make their students be empowered. She has to empower her students so that they could apply what they are learning, that they could really show their knowledge every place they go, that a student could be empowered any place. So he has to learn some self-centered approaches, some self-centered methods to teach their students so that they could be a good society in the future. A good innovative teacher has to know how to control needs emotional intelligence. And first, we always say, well, let's show students need emotional intelligence. It's not the students. First, the teacher has to know how to control her emotions and how to act in different situations to be able to show and be an empowered teacher, an innovative teacher, a good teacher, so that her students, I'm always talking about her because I'm talking about myself, right? Sorry. But for him and her to be a good teacher and to show those emotions. It's not bad. It's not bad because I have cried in my classes. I have laughed, and a lot, because I love to laugh. I have I have also been mad. So it's not bad to show our emotions, but it's bad not to know how to control our emotions. Those are just some of the characteristics of a good innovating teacher. Yes. So here William Arthur said that a mediocre teacher tells, the good teacher explains, but the superior teacher demonstrates. But we want to be the great teacher that inspires. Yes. So with these characteristics, these tips that maybe we are missing one or two, or we have to sharpen those characteristics to be a better teacher, we want to inspire. I want to be that great teacher that I once didn't have. Yes, I want to be the teacher that all my students want to have. The very good teacher, the teacher that inspires them, the teacher that will be with them every moment. Yes. Happy Teachers Day to all of you. Thank you very much. I am very blessed to be here. Thank you, GEN, once again. Thank you, Karina. Thank you, Mudine, for the confidence. And I give you all my blessings all the way from Mexico. I greet all my Mexican and American teachers that are here with us. And I also bless all the teachers all around the world. Thank you very much.
Wow, wonderful presentation, Dr. Rita. Yeah, as I conclude from your speech, some of them like passion for teaching, empathy, yeah, creativity, lifelong learning, flexibility, and many kinds of teachers. Yeah, to be a great teachers, we need to inspire others. And yeah, that's really amazing. I really enjoy when you share one. That's really make me how to motivate me to be a good teacher in my country. Good job. Thank you so much. Give big applause for Dr. Rita by Heart Action, please, dear participant. Okay, then we move to the next speaker. We move to Ecuador. Yeah, we move to Ecuador. We have the special speaker tonight. Are you there, Mr. Andres Rodriguez? Hello, Mr. Andres.
Hello, everybody. Good morning, good
Okay.
afternoon.
Yeah, Mr. Andres is a continental director for GINT, and then he works in World Language Academy, and he is English instructor, yeah, at the Ministry of Education in Ecuador, and she also an English coach and writer. So that's a really good profession from Mr. Andres. So now we give you time to present your speech. Go ahead.
Hi, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. I say good morning
Yeah.
because here in Ecuador, in South America, we are in the morning. This is the sun time, no? As Dr. Rita says, no? So we have in different time zones, okay? It's a pleasure for me to be part of this memorable and honorable board of teachers in this global association. So my first word of gratitude, okay, I want to express my my best wishes to all educators around the world. Okay, many people were asking me about that, if this day was a Teacher's Day. So in every country, we have different cultures, and we have a specific days for the Teacher's Day. But today is in the whole world is a world celebration for teachers. So I send my immense greetings for all educators, my dear colleagues. No, well, to continue with this short speech that I will share with you, I just want to talk about the impact of the teachers in the society. and how we can reflect on our practice. So we have two different versions. When we reflect on our practice and the horizons that we have when we reflect on our students' futures or our students, what the students expect for us to give. So is it totally different when we see from one side to the sea and when we cross the sea and when we cross the ocean and observe the waves and feel the different sensations about how teaching is or how learning is with our students. So in other words, teachers, we need to challenge different things, but the most important is rewarding. So what we receive, nothing is endless, or nothing is difficult. Nothing is it's difficult for us when we are passionate. So it's controversial because we have different drawbacks in our society when we heard that, okay, you're a teacher, so you're not well qualified, you're not well paid, or you have different issues. But what they really don't know is that we give our heart, we give our best, and we prepare people for the future in a humanistic way. The core of the preparation is not only academic, it's humanistic. We prepare human beings for the future. So in this memorable date of Teacher Worst Day, I would say that we are more than enthusiastic, or we are natural leaders, because we teachers develop skills that we put in practice with our students in the classroom in favor of supporting them all the time. One of the features that we as teachers organize in our students is that they try to be critical thinkers, and they also contribute to the society. Far away from the circumstances or paradigms that our society believes of education and teachers, in our countries, for example, in some poorest areas where people have to wake up early in the morning, or they need to cross rivers to go to public schools. So the feeling of flying higher, it's so great that we believe that we can use education in our hands. So as Mandela said, so the best power is education, because if we use the knowledge and we know the sophisticated skills, we can use in favor of our self-preparation and contribute to our society. So one of the things that we have to consider from teachers is reflection of the things that we share with our students. Knowledge is important, but knowledge is integrated with the core content. For example, reflection, and the ambition that we have for our future. So as teachers, we already talk with our students and we ask them, so what do you expect for your future? What are you gonna do when you grow up, or when you are an adult? So, and you hear different responses. I want to be this, I would like to be this, I would like to be this. So as teachers, we can help them, or we can contribute it to guide with our ideas, but not to change their minds, because they are unique. So as human beings, we have the right to believe in something and we need to respect the student's space, the student's belief, the core. But we can transform, or so we can show, we can guide them with different experience from the experience that they have in the world, and we can support them. So that's our practice. So teachers don't change the students' mindset, but they can support them, to guide them with reflection. and they will find their own reflection with the questions we make them to them. And they would say, okay, we're certainly right, or this is what I want to do. This is what I want to be in the future. So this is our role as teachers. In addition to this, I already agree with some comments about teachers' roles model. Yeah, we are certainly role models, because this is not what we really say. This is how we believe, how the things that we project to our audience, to our students, to the forum that people follow us. Okay, they don't only pay attention that the things that we say, they observe what we really share with them. So that's why it's important that not only to be, only seems to be. Yeah. So, and as a teacher, we need to follow parental figure too, because they trust us. They expect that, okay, he's my teacher, she's my teacher. So I want to be like her. I like the way that she develops her. I like the way that he shared with us. So as role models, we need to pay attention to some details that our students are paying attention. So don't underestimate our students' belief or expectations, because they are observing more than we believe. So I'm completely sure that you do it. So as teachers, we are sensitive, and also will feel when our students express something with the nonverbal gestures, or how their feelings goes up, or how they feel. So that's very important of our role, to be in our hands and help our students. Furthermore, as teachers, we need to help our students to be global citizens, but global citizens not with the technology, not only with ideas. Innovative ideas are good to develop and contribute to the society. We need actions. We need to be solver makers, contribute with ideas and make it happen. So as teachers, we need to motivate and make our students move to another level. So how can we do it? To be role model and sharing with them ideas, and also follow up their development. This is what students really expect for us, not only in the classroom, outside the classroom too, because this is real life. Okay, the technology has a good impact in people's life, but it depends on the way that we use it. So social medias and different applications, they're not only good because they help you to do different and wonderful things. They're good because you can contribute to help the society and to solve some problems. And the effective communication as speakers, we can also use it in favor of communicating our speech and the ideas that we have to communicate to our students. So those are the signs, and those are the challenges as teachers we need to do in order to support our students. So as I said before, I'm completely sure that we do it in our local context, in our community, or the different workplaces that we are involved in our society. So I expect that global educators networks and all teachers around the world, we celebrate it enthusiastically and put the best efforts in our students' hands in order to motivate them to be better in our society that we did. So thank you, everybody. And I send my greetings from South America, my country, Ecuador. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Sir Andres. We have a really brilliant presentation. Yeah, as teacher, we need reflection. Yeah, we need to understand the student wherever we are. Good job. Thank you so much. Okay. All of for this moment thing, I will make a summary because we don't have any speaker. So let me make a summarize about our tonight's uh, meeting, webinar. Yeah, as teachers, yeah, teachers are called many things like educators, mentors, instructors, and sometimes accidentally mom or dad. No matter what they are called, we can all agree that they truly have a gift for influencing lives inside and outside of the classroom. There have been many words to share, yeah, to share over the years about educators. So we have created a list of our favorite quotes about teachers. Even though we are as teachers work tirelessly to enrich the lives of the next generation. So for this night, I'm your moderator, joining from Indonesia. Really grateful thanks to you all for tonight, or this morning, uh, meeting with you all. Yeah, hopefully all of us have a good time. And from the bottom of my heart, I'd say happy World Teachers Day for all of us. God bless you all. Okay. And we'll see you. Bye-bye.
Happy Teachers Day. Bye-bye.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you for joining, and I hope that next meeting we will meet again with good condition. Yeah. And